So I'm going to compile these videos together. I am drinking my spearmint tea. I always like 2 tea bags, so I get an extra. This is Trader Joe's peppermint tea, and I mix it. And when I'm making my soup, I use some organic seasoning, and I love basil. I usually get the lightly dried because it lasts longer. It's fresh 4 weeks. Like, this is already going bad. So anyway, I love to put fresh. Say hi. Say hi. I love to put fresh herbs in my soup. So this is the soup. This is minestrone, and you have to cook it 15 minutes. So I just started. I put a little more water in. It goes to a boiling, then it's sort of like rice. You have to cook it until I think it has quinoa in it. So you have to cook it until it's all done. The longer the better, because I've undercooked several and they're not very good. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, but I wanted to show you, and I will compile this into day 2's video. So I like to crumble up my crackers and put it in my soup. And I've been thinking, I am an ordained minister, so that being said, I want to focus on mind, body, and spirit. So, and it's about love, the universal truth that runs through, I believe, all religions. So if you're here with me on this journey, please just try to keep an open mind for a new experience. And if I use any words that offend you, just replace them with words that don't offend you. I like to laugh. I want to live in joy. And doing so requires that I not take anything too seriously and just have fun. So, namaste. Thank you for joining with me. Bentley says hi. Hello, I'm Bentley. That's my crazy boy. Bulldogs all the time. Oh, and I want to add tomato soup. It's my favorite. One of my favorites. I prefer the ones without, that you have to cook on the stove, because this I put boiling water in it and then I microwave it for a little while. And then I season it with Italian seasoning, a little cayenne pepper. I love a little spice, and some garlic, and then some sea salt or Redmond salt. So, which is sea salt. I think it's a pink salt. Not sure if it's pink. Anyway, the tomato is my favorite. I think squash is second, but I'll let you know as I eat it. So I really love the tomato, and I wish I could eat. I'd be sick of it after 5 days, but I prefer it over the minestrone, which I had at lunch. And I don't like the newer flavors, the black bean and so forth. So that's my take. Tomato soup is my favorite. Day 2. So today we start this L drink, which I'll just make it right now. It says, pour contents from this bottle into a large container until remaining fluid matches your weight. You don't need a scale for that. So this little scale has to match your weight. So it says 120, 100, 120, 140, 160, so on and so on. So you pour this in here. Just gonna rinse it out. I washed it yesterday, but I'm weird. So I'd shake it up. And then you pour, oh, I forgot about that little top. It's not easy to get into with your fingers. I've tried. So I pour this in here until this matches my weight. So that's it. I probably put a little bit too much. And then you fill the rest with water. So should use warm water. And I tried drinking this without the tea bags. That was a mistake. So it's not good. It's not tasty, and you have to drink it throughout the day. Okay, so I would shake it before you put the tea bags in, and I use both of them. You could use any tea bag, I think, that it doesn't have caffeine in it. Any herbal tea. So yeah, that's how I do this. And then I'll just run through the meals for today. I got up late. This bottle leaks. It's a cheap bottle, but I've never been very happy with the bottle. Okay, so mushroom. I do like the mushroom soup. Yes, I like the original soup box more than the second one. Minestrone and quinoa. Ugh. It's okay. It's not bad. It's better than. It's not my favorite. I don't like the grittiness. And then you have 2 olives. Hope you like olives. Olives are snacks. They're high fat. This is a fast mimicking, so it's probably along. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to pretend I know. I was thinking keto. It reminds me of keto because these are high fat items. And then you have your breakfast, and then you have your supplement. There's only one today. And then this is dessert, which I love. So the nights you don't have a dessert, I save half my L bar. And you don't have kale crackers today, which I would prefer the kale crackers over the olives, even though I do love olives. But those kale crackers are very enjoyable with soup. It's the mental thing of having like bread with soup or crackers with soup. So I enjoy the kale crackers with my soup. And when I get 1 pack of kale crackers, I'll usually split it up between both lunch and dinner. So that's it for today. I'm gonna walk. I woke up late, and then for the 2nd day in a row, which is really weird because she hasn't done it before, my dog peed in the bed this morning. So I woke up frazzled late and have to run to work, and then I'm gonna go for a walk later to get my exercise in. I don't know if I mentioned that I'm normally a runner, so I'm trying to work up to running again. I haven't gotten a release from my doctor, so I'm only walking and stretching as my exercise right now. I get a release hopefully next week. Yay! So anyway, yesterday, how did I feel yesterday? It was a struggle. I was hungry. And that was pretty high in calories. The calories around the first day are 1,100 or 1,200. And I was still hungry. Excuse me. So now they get between 750 and 8 for the rest of the week, the next 4 days. So I've got this. If you're doing a fasting program, you've got this. Whatever you're doing that's challenging, you've got this. So, namaste. I'd like to add more spiritual into the mix because it's such an important part of my life. So I will be doing that meditations, sharing maybe some of my spiritual practices, and this is a big part of my life. I am ordained through A Course in Miracles, and I'm in the process of another ordination, which will happen next spring. I always have a lot going on. I love to learn. I love to grow. I want to keep trying to be better. Just try to be better. More of a light in this world. And it's funny I say that because I'm very introverted. I don't really like socializing. The stay at home has not been difficult for me because there's no place I'd rather be than at home with my dogs and my husband. We have a great relationship. It's a late in life relationship. We've been together 8 years, but he's like my soulmate, my best friend, my yin to my yang, and we're just I'm very blessed by our joining and our relationship. So, and never give up if you're going through trials, tribulations, you know, just keep trying. I think if you focus on self-love, and it took me a long time to do that, which is probably why he didn't come to me, or we didn't join, you know, we didn't join, and we didn't find each other. How about that? Until we both grew a lot. So, went through a lot of pain. So, I do have 2 grown children, and that are my hearts, and 2 beautiful grandchildren, and a wonderful, wonderful daughter-in-law who I love dearly. So, and I haven't been able to see them since, gosh, it's been a long time because of Corona. My husband's in a high-risk group. I don't live in fear, but I live in love, and I think it's the loving thing to do to try to protect. Not that I don't want to lose him in this world. I don't want to lose him in this life. So to try to protect anyone I can, be it the hospice patients I volunteer with, my husband, the kids, the grandkids. So I'm not willing to put myself over somebody getting sick. I'm not saying other people are. That's just my perspective of it, my perception of it. So it doesn't make it, I don't judge anyone else. Or when I see I do, I let it go because I know I'm doing it. And it's none of my business. So it's a struggle. But I'd love to be about mind, body, and spirit because all of it is such a part of my day. And you know, this world's kind of been hectic this year, 2020. Not that it matters what year it is when you see this, but it's been a nutty time. Things that you never thought would happen, and it's just crazy. And we have a pandemic going on, and everybody's trick-or-treating. That's judgment. I'm like, I'm putting a bowl out with a sign. If it's gone in 10 minutes, it's gone in 10 minutes. I did that when I was 30, and it was gone in 10 minutes. The teenagers probably took it all, or a couple of them, whatever. But I do have cameras now, so I can watch. So that's what the neighbors suggest. I think it's kind of gullible, but I'm going to do it. So anyway, I'm rambling on. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to start your day with a full glass of warmish water. Not warm, but room temperature. It's a minestrone, but I put dehydrated garlic and, ginger and cilantro in there. But they have a few beans and peas, but it's a little gritty at the bottom. It's good. I season it up so that I love it. Excuse my mess. It's my husband's, and I'm trying to remind him to put this. I want this under my desk. So I can't lift it yet. Well, I'm going to anyway. But anyway, so totally off track. But this is the minestrone. It's not my favorite, but hey, it is what it is. It's still edible. And I love the flavor of the broth. I would just eat the broth. I often find that I leave some on the bottom.